Hello friends and welcome to Pathologic, Volume 9, Episode 22. Today we will be playing something called a family photo. Let's discover it together as we take a look at the rules. In Family Photo, we divide the grid into rectangular regions of orthogonally connected cells. Just a wordy way of saying we're going to be making some rectangles. Every cell in the grid is going to be part of a rectangle. We're drawing these green borders to make them. Each region must contain exactly one number, which indicates how many circles are in the region. So we've got a 2 here, and that ends up being in this region that has 2 circles in it. A 4 here in this 4-circle region. And exactly one number, so we can't have any extra regions that don't have a number, and we can't enclose 2 of the same 2 numbers in a region, even if they happen to be the same. So if we were to draw lines around here, we'd have a rectangular region with 4 dots in it, but we'd have 2 clues, so that would be invalid. And orthogonally adjacent circles must be in the same region. So orthogonally adjacent means vertically or horizontally adjacent, and so this circle is next to these 2 circles, so those all will have to be in the same region. I've illustrated that in the example solution by drawing these auxiliary lines between adjacent circles to show that they are in the same region. Those are the rules of Family Photo, so it's time to solve a puzzle. Today's family photo puzzle was set by Eric Fox. I am going to start the same way I did in the example by drawing auxiliary lines between the adjacent circles. And now that I've done that, I can extrapolate from that. The reason I think that's useful is that in a case like this, we know these have to be in a rectangle together, and so that's got to extend to at least that cell. Same thing here. Now, I was tempted to say that means this is connected to here, but that's not how the rules work. Just because this is adjacent to this area doesn't mean it's part of it. The circles have to actually be adjacent, so we don't know whether this extends east or not. We do know it doesn't extend south because there's a 0 here. So there's a line on the south side, and that's also going to be true here. This can't go north because there'll be 3 in the region, not 2. So we get some borders that way. I want to think about this 4 up in the corner. Let's say it didn't extend east at all. Then it would need to find 4 circles in that column and to the west. There aren't any. So this goes east at least 1. And it's got, by the same token, it's going to have to go south at least 1. So that does bring it into this region. And now this has got to grow to have at least 4 circles in it. So it does get at least this far. And not... It could go 1 further, but that's it, because then this 1 gets in the way. So that is a start. Let's see. Can we do the same thing with this 2 in the other corner? By symmetry, it's not quite symmetric, but the dots are. So the 2 can't... It has to go north at least a little bit. Same thing. Does not have to go west because it could just pick up these 2. And in fact, if it went west at all, it would join up here and it would have at least 3 circles in it. So it doesn't go west. It goes north and meets up with these 2. Might go further, but that's a part's at least known. This circle, I suppose we could also think about, rather than where the clue, what circles belong to a clue, we could think what clue belongs to a circle. So here, this circle needs to find a clue that is not a 0. So it could go maybe 1 to the east, but not further. It's going to have to search down, and it's only going to be able to find that 4 And by extending that 1 to the east, we get the 4 circles we need. So that is going to be done. Can we do that again? Apologies for my sniffles. That's not pleasant on audio. Okay, so this region here can't go any further north. The only clue that it even sees is this 6. So it's going to have to pick that up, and then it's going to have 6 in it, which means it picks these 2 up as well. So that's fairly straightforward. This 2 could get these 2 or these 2. I don't see a way to know that. The 0 could go over 1. I think the 0 is going to be probably the last thing we do. I don't see any way of knowing that without taking care of the rest. This 2 could be these 2 or those 2. This is the same boat. These 1s are going to have to pick up these 2 solo circles. So this one goes it goes exactly 1 to the north because it can't pick up that one as well. This one will meet up with that. And so this doesn't go any further east. And it doesn't go any further north. That means that this 2 has to pick up these 2. Because it can't... Well, I guess I probably could have figured that out separately. Well, I guess now that I know that these 2 are taken, this 2 has to go with these 2. So that comes down here, and that is as far as it can go. So we're done with that region. Didn't mean to draw that one. Okay, great. This cell has to belong to this clue. And that has to grow until it gets these 2 circles. This 2 clue, it has to belong to these 2 circles now, so it's going to have a wall on the east side. And this region, which is at least this big, can't go west because of the 0 there. So that one's done. This clue, this cell has to belong to this one and to that clue. So that defines the size of this region. And we are just left with these 2, and we can use this cell to disambiguate because this can't get to the 1. It has to get to the 2, so that does extend this by 1 more, and we have to put a wall on the east side. And let's see, what are we missing? Anything? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 2 there, 2 there, 1 there, 2 there. And I believe that has done it. So that is how you solve a family photo.